superior vena cava, empty blood into the right atrium. So blood from the body, superior, inferior vena cava, right atrium, and then like I said before, the top half of the heart will contract and it's going to force blood down. So the next step after right atrium is going to be the tricuspid valve. So that's the first valve that we're going to come in contact with. So right atrium, tricuspid valve, and on the other side of the tricuspid valve is the right ventricle. Right atrium, tricuspid valve, right ventricle. And then you have the bottom half of the heart contract. So after the right ventricle, the blood's going to go through the pulmonary valve, so after right ventricle is the pulmonary valve. And on the other side of the pulmonary valve, the first part here, this little trunk right here is called the pulmonary trunk. So this short little piece right here. So pulmonary valve, after that is pulmonary trunk. And then pulmonary arteries comes after that. So pulmonary valve, pulmonary trunk, pulmonary arteries. And the pulmonary arteries are going to take the blood out to the lungs. Now, a side note, this isn't one of the steps, but just as a side note, it is kind of important. So, does anyone know what the difference between arteries and veins is in general? Be careful with oxygenated and deoxygenated, and I'll show you why. They do because they're closer to the heart. Huh? The thickness of the wall is one of the differences, but what about what direction they carry the blood? Yeah. Arteries go away from the heart, veins go back towards the heart. So the very simple difference between the two, arteries carry blood away from the heart, veins carry blood back towards the heart. In general, that means arteries carry oxygenated blood and veins carry deoxygenated blood. Except in one case. This is a pulmonary artery. Has it reached the lungs yet? No, so it hasn't picked up oxygen yet. So the pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. So it's the only case that you all will see where an artery carries deoxygenated blood. So the pulmonary artery is going to take that blood out to the lungs. The blood will pick up oxygen. And then coming back from the lungs, the pulmonary veins carry blood back towards the heart. And they're the only veins that you guys will see that carry oxygenated blood. So pulmonary arteries out to the lungs, pulmonary veins back from the lungs. Pulmonary veins are going to empty the blood into the left atrium. So they're dumping their blood in here. The top half of the heart will contract again, which will force the left atrium, the blood from the left atrium through the mitral or bicuspid valve. Either name is completely fine. They're both correct. So after left atrium, the next step is mitral or bicuspid valve. I think it may be easier to remember bicuspid because you're already remembering tricuspid for the other side. So tricuspid and bicuspid. One of the ways to remember tricuspid and bicuspid. Tricuspid was the one that we came into contact first. The second one is bicuspid. So the saying that people told me to remember this, you have to try something before you buy something. So try comes before buy. So tricuspid will be the one that you encounter first on the right side, and then bicuspid is the second one that's on the left side. So left atrium through the mitral or bicuspid valve, and then the next step is the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, the blood will be squeezed out through the aortic valve and into the aorta. So left ventricle, aortic valve, and then aorta. And essentially the aorta takes the blood back out to the rest of the body. So you're back where you started from. The aorta takes blood back out to the body, so you've made one giant circuit. So aortic valve, aorta, back out to the body. So, when you guys are looking at these parts of the model today, especially, see if you can kind of trace the steps and see how this blood flow would flow through the model. It will help you not only to memorize the names of the parts, but also to visualize the parts too. If you need extra help, especially with the flow of blood, there's a couple different links to animation, blood flow through the heart, heartbeat animation. There's also surgical anatomy of a heart, a video of essentially a pig heart anatomy, which you guys are about to do. So if you need that, that's all there for you. So what we're going to do now, we are going to go through the heart model and the heart dissection. These are the things that you all are responsible for today. So try and find them on the model first, and then you'll move to the dissection. To give you guys some instructions. First, to get you ready for the dissection. If you need gloves, they're up here on the front desk. You all will work in groups of 3 or 4, or I guess 5 if you want to add an extra person in there. So 3 or 4, 3 to 5 people will be a good group. Someone in your group, inside your cabinet, not the drawer, but the cabinet that you guys sit next to, there's a metal tray with a blue rubber mat on the inside of it. If it's not in yours, it's in the one next to it. So you only need one of those